Welcome back to Nerd Initiative. My name's Off the Cuff Tom. Now let's talk about The Librarians, next chapter, Season 1, Episode 3, called And the Ghost Train. That's right, the Librarians are keep chugging right along with their newest episode taking place on a old train. The episode starts off with Connor wanting to show Vikram some of the things that he's missed, especially, in his 200 years being in a time bubble, kind of playing catch up. And Charlie's even trying, flashcards to get him up to date with things going on nowadays and the stuff that he's missed. So Connor, uses the magic door, takes him out to this wonderful train. And on the anniversary, of course, because there's now also magic alive again, the train comes to life. The train itself is chugging right along, and we start to realize that it's in a time loop. Not only is it in a time loop, it's out of order too. So the boys have to figure out how to stop this train because not only is it alive, it's running and it's going through the countryside. And on the flip side, the girls are out, doing their thing. Charlie's trying to, have this whole team dynamic and just wants to be one of the girls because she's had to be the rough and tough guardian for so long. She doesn't really have some of those great social skills that you could think of. On the flip, Charlie's also getting the third degree about Liza's ancient ancestor that happens to be Vikram's, former girlfriend. What's the deal with that? But getting back to the train, we come to find out that the item in question is Father Time's scythe, which I think is kind of cool how they incorporated it. And not only that, but how they hid it. On top of it, because this was the Cold War era, there was a whole bunch of espionage and, spies and all the fun stuff. And that's on the flip where the girls got to really shine by finding a former spy that was involved in the case way back when. The guys figure out the time loop out of order, how to stop it, just before, of course, it comes crashing into town. Now, as far as this episode is concerned, I love a good time loop episode. I like how they work themselves out of it. As far as character development, we're really heavy-handed one way with some characters, and others are starting to fall off. Now, hopefully we'll see that, come to fruition by the end of the season. But as far as this episode is concerned, me, Off the Cuff Tom, I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10. Make sure to come back to Nerd Initiative for all your great TV reviews, and I'll catch you in the next one.